everybody. This is a quick overview for 9/17 Thursday, then September 17th. Okay, so this is before I submit it to everybody. Just letting you know, if you are working with the teacher, you are just going to pause and wait for her to give you directions. If you are working by yourself, you're going to click on the Pear Deck link to the lesson so you can work through it. You're also going to go through Flipgrid as well, okay? Remember, you can go through this screencastify that you're watching right now to have an overview of the lesson. Please go to your correct class period for what Flipgrid you need to record today. So just having a quick overview of this, you're going to have the Pear Deck sign in. You're going to have the syllabus in case you have not filled that out. Remember, we need this filled out by Friday for the free 100. Remember, if you're wanting to do field trips and get a t-shirt, it's the form for that and the money is due by Friday. If you're only able to pay for half, that's fine, but at least gets us your t-shirt started for us to order that, okay? And then your Flipgrid, in case you want to just add the code. The code is just this back name, Blizzard, and then your class number. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started on what the presentation looks like. Okay, week 1, day 4. This is a theater arts. Make sure you take your attendance in Google Classroom. Breathe, do your state of calm. Okay, stress check. I want to just make sure you're doing all right. I'm checking in, making sure you're good. Also, remember, there is audio on most of these slides. This is going to tell you what is going on in that slide and what I want you to do. I know this is not movable. This would be movable if I provided this to you separately from the presentation, but I'm not. So just write your answer. Question today is, do you feel like you are starting to make friends? I want to know if you're starting to make friends virtually now that we've been doing some of the Flipgrids, and you should be commenting on those. Are you starting to make friends? Are you not? Like, maybe why? What's going on? This tells you what we're hoping to do today. Next, remember, there's our syllabus. You click the link and now when you're doing your presentation, if you're doing it by yourself, or of course, you can just click on it later there. Okay, not a biggie. Okay, we're going to discuss hopefully the vision board in class because we'll have some time to do that. If you're not meeting with me today, do not worry about discussing that with you with each other, because it's probably going to be hard enough trying to do the scavenger hunt and record at the same time. So don't worry about that. Okay. Scavenger hunt is what we're doing on Flipgrid today. Now, some of you have caught up in our Flipgrid assignments and some of you have not. How do I know? When I look at my groups, I'm seeing my responses and how many are doing the Flipgrids, okay? So it shows me now that we have done 2 of these by this point today, that some classes are not doing them, which means I need to go back and reteach, which is totally fine, right? So I'm going to go back and reteach that again tomorrow, or technically today for you guys. So what you need to do is, if you're working on your own, you need to make sure that you have done all of the Flipgrids at this point, which would be the alliteration game, would you rather game, and the virtual scavenger hunt. Okay, at this point, Thursday, you should have done these 3. Okay, this is what's going to get you a grade in this class, is if you're doing these assignments. The purpose of them is to start thinking about yourself, start watching other people, making comments about them, because we're going to go into critiquing next week in Greek theater. That's the purpose of what we're doing. We're starting to get you talking and watching people expressions and deliveries, okay? After this, with your scavenger hunt, then you're going to answer, name 2 people in class who you would like to get to know more about and why. Okay, because when we go face to face soon, if you're coming face to face, we need to start knowing some of the people in our community. Okay, so we can have our friends and have a great 6th grade experience. So that's what we're doing today. It's pretty simple because most of us are catching up still. Make sure you have a really great time. Read the directions. This was the biggest thing, is when you do the virtual scavenger hunt right here, this is going to tell you, when you click on that, it's going to tell you exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. I think some people couldn't find that button. Again, it is right here. And as it's loading, you'll see what I'm looking for over here. Categories. Okay. You can